Village and the Shadow Titan. Long ago, nestled between towering, jagged mountains, lay a village called Dooms. The village was shrouded in eerie myths, passed down through generations, whispering of a great dark day, a night when shadows took form and nightmares walked the land. On this cursed evening, the villagers barricaded themselves indoors, believing that unseen horrors prowled the darkness, hunting those foolish enough to remain outside. But beyond the village, where the land met the dark forest, a lone wooden house stood, a place where only the bravest, or perhaps the most foolish, dared to live. Inside that house resided a 16-year-old boy, Joe, renowned for his unshakable courage. He scoffed at the village's superstitions, believing that the so-called dark beasts were nothing more than wolves, unseen creatures of the wild, or simply the figments of fearful minds. As the cursed night fell, a thick fog rolled in, swallowing the village in an oppressive gloom. Joe, as always, remained in his house, dismissing the legends. "It's just another night," he muttered, lying on his bed, lost in thoughts of wealth and escape from his wretched homeland. Then it came, a slow, scraping sound, like claws dragging against ancient bark. Kyle bolted upright, his pulse pounding. He peered through the window into the suffocating darkness but saw nothing. Then he heard it again, a sound, both guttural and unnatural, like the breath of something colossal. His heart hammered as he descended the stairs cautiously, stepping toward the front door. Just as he reached for the handle, a monstrous silhouette emerged from the mist, a titanic figure of living darkness, standing 10 feet tall, wielding a jagged, cursed blade. The air grew thick, pressing against his lungs. Fear paralyzed him. The creature took a single step forward. Kyle gasped. The door exploded inward. The force sent him sprawling, wood splinters piercing his skin. He tried to run, but his body would not move. The Shadow Titan loomed over him, its hollow eyes burning with an ancient hunger. With one swift motion, the cursed blade swung down, and the bravest boy of Dooms was no more. The wooden house burst into flames, devoured by an unholy fire, as if the Titan's very presence warped reality itself. The villagers, huddled in their homes, felt the ground tremble beneath their feet. The wails of the wind carried the whispers of something malevolent, something beyond mortal understanding. Then silence. And then the first scream. The Titan had come for Dooms. The village falls. Within the village, families clung to their loved ones, trembling in fear. In a modest home, Oren, a father of 2, hastily shoved his children into a storage trunk.
"Stay here. No matter what you hear, do not come out,"
he whispered, his voice thick with sorrow. His wife, Mira, grasped his arm, eyes wide with terror. Across the village, an elderly mother lay sick in bed, her son gripping her frail hands.
"Mother, please, don't make a sound,"
he begged. The Shadow Titan reached the village's edge, its massive form blotting out the moonlight. The air became suffocating, thick with the scent of decay and embers. Then it stepped forward. Mira turned to Oren, placing a trembling kiss on his lips.
No matter what's going to happen, but I love you, my love.
Boom! The door exploded off its hinges. The Titan was inside. Oren barely had time to react before the blade sliced clean through him, splitting him in two. Blood painted the walls as Mira screamed, scrambling backward. She tried to run. The Titan caught her by the hair. Her children, hidden beneath the floorboards, covered their mouths, trying not to sob. "Please," Mira choked out. "Spare them. Take me, but let them live." The Titan did not speak, did not hesitate, did not feel. It crushed her throat in its grip before casting her lifeless body aside like a broken doll. The children shook in terror beneath the floorboards. They watched through the cracks as their mother died. And then, just as suddenly as it arrived, the Titan vanished into the night, its work unfinished. The village of Dooms burned, its people slaughtered, their homes turned to ruin. The children, too young to understand the horror that had unfolded, would carry the scars of this night forever. A night when darkness walked among them. A night when dooms fell. A night when the Shadow Titan returned. But why had it come? And would it return again? The legend lives on. No one knew where the Shadow Titan had come from, nor why it chose this night to rise from the abyss. But one thing was certain. Dooms was only the beginning. For in the lands beyond the mountains, where kings and sorcerers still reigned, whispers spread of an ancient curse, an eternal darkness waiting to swallow the world once more. And somewhere, deep in the ruins of Dooms, two children remained hidden, their eyes filled with both terror and vengeance.